23, Ty Beck.
Welcome into Herman Brothers.
Designated hitter for the Chinooks, batting 8.
As we are
Number
here
10, Carl
today to bring
Campbell.
you guys a doubleheader
And left field for the
Miners
Chinooks,
and the visiting
batting 9th, Justin
I'm Reese Lander,
Neville.
joined by my partner Sean Neath. And
The pitcher
Sean, the last
tonight
time we saw
for the Eagle River
they
Chinooks,
gave the Miners
number
a
4,
10-7 loss.
Justin
That's
Estrada.
kind of a key for them going into this game.
Well, like
Now,
we were
ladies
talking
and
before the
gentlemen,
game,
please
this
welcome
isn't necessarily
your
the
Matsu
most power
Miners,
you're gonna find
starting
on a
in
team.
center field,
Only a
number
few
8,
handful of doubles, even extra base hits to say the least, on the season so far. But their record 4-1.
Starting in
They
left
haven't had a
field,
problem winning without
number
that. They've had some
44,
solid
Tyler
pitching.
Wilson from
They've got
Grand
tons of
Canyon
speed,
University.
and so all they need is one base at a time. They just need to keep focusing on that. We were talking before
And
the game.
starting
One of the
in
most
right
impressive
field
players defensively
for the
last
Matsu
game was Matt
Miners from
Macdown.
Lehigh
He's not in this
University,
game.
number
They
48,
added some
Casey
new
Rosen.
pieces just like the Miners, and a lot of that's just going to be finding a way to incorporate every new piece into
Starting
the
at first for the Miners,
And Sean will actually
St.
be
John's
Chinooks
University,
starting the lineup.
number 37, Nick Sorelli.
For today, the Chinooks will have
Our designated hitter tonight for the Matsu Miners from
shortstop
Whitman
John
College,
Mark Mullins is
number
going to
4,
be
Kevin
second
Nakamura.
order. They got Joe Keel played first base last time we played him. He'll be
Lehigh
active today
University
in third
starter
in the
at
lineup.
third base
Cleanup, they have
for the
Kate
Miners, number
Fulton, their third
28,
baseman.
Gerard
Fifth
Sweeney.
is going to be Kofi Parrish, their speedy right fielder. Patty
Starting the
McDermott,
catcher
the
tonight
second
for the Matsu
baseman, and
Miners,
one of my favorite names
number
on the
18,
entire lineup.
Sam Thompson. He hails from
Ty
Kent
Beck
State
is going to
University.
take over first base duties in seventh in the lineup.
Starting at second base for the Miners,
Campbell,
number
their
41
DH. Pretty low for a
from
DH,
New
but
Mexico
still
University,
contributes.
Kyle
And
Landers.
Justin Neville is going to be their left fielder out of the 9-hole.
Starting at
Starting
shortstop,
pitcher today is going to be Justin
Rider
Estrada.
University, number 3,
For the Miners,
David Bermudez.
Their lineup will be as follows. Leading off in center field,
Starting
Josh Rosen.
pitcher
Batting
tonight
second in
for the
left
Matsu
field, Tyler
Miners
Wilson.
from Slippery Rock
Third is
University,
Casey Rocker,
number
who had
6,
a home run last
Christian
night.
Seahorse.
At first base is Nick Sorelli, who also had a home run last night. Kevin Nakamura bats fifth in DHs. Batting sixth at third is Jared Sweeney. Seventh at behind the plate, Sam Thompson. Batting eighth at second base, Kyle Landers. And batting ninth at shortstop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please
And now we'll take a
stand.
short break.
Remove your
as
head cover.
national anthem is
We
played on
honor
the field, and we'll be right back
the
after
Americans.
this. Welcome back into Herman Brothers Field as warm-ups are commencing. Christian Seahorse on the mound today for the Miners. He continues with a 0 ERA. Started the opening game of the year versus the Anchorage Bucks. Picked up a no decision. Went 4 innings. Did not allow a hit. What snake bit him through those 4 innings was 6 walks. Walked 6, struck out 4, but no runs. That's the name of the game. Seahorse was good enough. He'll look for more control this time. This Chugiak team, last time we saw them, they know how to lay down bunts and they know how to move on the bases. They're menaces on the bases. Leo Harris, who had 2 bunt hits last time, he's not in the lineup today, but they have a number of guys who can really move. John Mark Mullins, hitting 308 on the year, 4 for 13. He's got a couple of RBIs as a guy to watch in there, along with Patty McCormick, who can fly, 273 batter on the year. Once again, the Miners defensive alignment: Tyler Wilson from Grand Canyon in left field, Josh Morosa from Kent State in center
Pete
field.
Isaacson.
Over in right field's Casey
Son
Roberts.
of Heather Isaacson, the Metro Regional
Infield
Medical
left and right
Center
over at
Central
third is
Scheduler.
Jared Sweeney from
So there you have it.
Shortstop David Bermudez from Rider University.
That's
And
who
second
Regional
base is Kyle Landers from New Mexico.
Hey, the park.
Over at first base, it's Nick Sorelli from St. John's. Pitcher catcher battery: Sam Thompson from Kent State behind the plate, and then Christian Sealhorst, the Slippery Rock University product, on the mound, right-hander, facing this lineup from the Chinooks.
And like you said earlier, those 6 walks are one thing I really want to keep my eye on in this game. They do have solid batting averages, I would say, for one of the best in the ABL so far this season. Only one player in their lineup with recorded stats below the Mendoza line, being Matt Magno. He's not going to be in this game, though. But if they get on base, this team is absolutely terrifying. They're hard to contain with all their speed. They love to steal bases. And if somebody like Christian Sealhorst can put them on base without them having to even swing the bat, they're going to become even more of a problem.
Yeah. Chugiak team won last night against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots 4-0 to take sole possession of the first place in the ABL. Chinooks sitting at 4-1. Glacier Pilots 3-2. Your Miners 2-2. The Anchorage Bucks 1-3, and the Peninsula Oilers, who we saw last night, 0-2. It'll be Will Batts, John Mark Mullins, Joe Keel to lead it off in the first inning here for the Chinooks, as Sealhorst obviously looking for more control. Joe Keel, leadoff batter on the year, hitting, or rather, not Joe Keel, Will Batts, the leadoff hitter for the Chinooks on the year, 5 for 17, 294 batter on the year, and he actually leads this team by a wide margin. RBIs, he's got 5 RBIs batting in the leadoff spot today, only struck out twice.
And to me, that just means the bottom of their lineup isn't weak either. If he's leading their team in RBIs, that means that from top to bottom, this team is absolutely dangerous when it comes to getting on base.
So it'll be Will Batts, the left-handed batter, stepping in against the right-handed.
All right, here you go, batter up. First batter, center fielder, number 20, Will Batts.
Sioux Valley. This is game 1 of a doubleheader, both games 7 innings. So obviously Sealhorst has a chance at working through all 7 innings if he can keep his control down. So, Will Batts into the plate for the Chinooks. That's the left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch from Sealhorst. It's a fastball, strike 1, and we are underway. Will Batts this year had a big year at the Masters College. 365 batter, 6 home runs, 38 RBIs, also swiped 23 bases. Sealhorst setting, firing out of the stretch, and Batts fouls that pitch back away quickly. 0-2, Sealhorst had. Yeah, Sealhorst, game 1 where we saw him, he fell behind numerous hitters, and that really spelled the end of the day for him as he wasn't able to battle back on all of them.
He did manage to get himself out of plenty of jams, though, like we said, still posting that 0.00 ERA. And that's really what's been impressive about a lot of Miners pitchers so far this year. They've had a lot of issues with walks early parts before about last game, to say the least, and now they really seem to be bouncing back.
1-2 here on Will Batts. Here it comes, and it's inside. 2-2 on Will Batts. Batts stands at 6 feet even, 175 pounds. Sealhorst working out of the stretch as always. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit deep into right field. Rother going back on it. He's not going to get it. It's going to one-hop off the wall. Up with it quickly in right field. Batts speeding into second. And there's a leadoff double for Will Batts. We said before the game, this Chinooks team, their one flaw is they haven't really hit for extra bases. Just 5 extra base hits all year. All of them doubles, but there's the 6th one there off the bat of Will Batts. And that'll start off the game nicely for the Chinooks.
And that's exactly what they want to see. They don't even have to worry about stealing
Now up,
bases. They're
John.
already starting
Mark
there. An
Mullers,
interesting position
number
for them to
21,
be in, but also,
starting shortstop.
luckily for the Miners, sun sitting directly overhead today. No real issue for anybody besides some of the fans and maybe us in the press box.
Leadoff runner here on second, plenty of speed. Will Batts will bring John Mark Mullins to the plate. Mullins, left-handed batter from University of Alabama, Birmingham. First pitch of the fastball just off the plate. Ball 1. Mark Mullins this year at UAB was their starting shortstop, 238 batter, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's a transfer from Shelton State Community College. Seahorse at the set here. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball just up, 2-0. Seahorse does have a base open at first, although he doesn't want to walk Mullins here, but doesn't want to leave any cupcakes over the plate.
Definitely seems like a smaller strike zone from the established one we saw last night with the Oilers. They were giving a bit of grace period on both sides of the plate. Today it seems a lot tighter.
Here's a pitch. Hit hard, but way back on a play by Mullins. 2-1. Seahorse sporting that white jersey along with the rest of the Miners. Chinooks in their road blues. Gray pants for the Chinooks, white pants for the Miners. Seahorse sets, checks the runner at second, bats. Here's the pitch. Check swing, didn't go around, ball 3. 3-1 here on John Mark Mullins. Decent turnout for game 1 of the doubleheader here today at Herman Brothers Field. Obviously 2 games in the day, and couldn't ask for really better weather.
No, absolutely gorgeous today. Honestly, might see even more for the later game depending on how game 1 goes. People getting off of work right now.
Seahorse walks Mullins here on 5 pitches, so not an ideal start for the Miners, as now it's going to bring the 3-hitter for the Chinooks to the plate in the form of Joe Keel. Keel trying to at least move the runners over here. Keel on the year, 294 batter, 5 hits and 17 tries, has a couple of doubles.
Pitcher Joe Keel at the plate.
Right-handed batter against Seahorse. Miners would like to get some innings today out of Seahorse. Obviously, with another game looming after this, the first pitch is grounded back up the middle, fielded by Landers on a tough hop. He'll tag the runner at second, throw to first in time. Kyle Landers, 4-3 double play. Nice play by the New Mexico product. Over to third base goes Will Batts, but that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Christian Seahorse. 2 away now. Ball took a nice hop off the mound, kept taking bigger hops. Landers fielded kind of on an in-between hop, was able to tag the runner and throw out Keel at first. Keel's not a strong runner up the line, and that helped him.
A smart play, too, there by Landers, realizing he didn't need to waste any time tossing to the force out at second. Just made sure he got the tag and got the second out real quick, and that's going to help try and put away this inning, but now they still have something looming, only 90 feet away from home plate.
Pete Fullerton at the plate, left-handed batter, takes ball 1 there. Fullerton, another UAB guy who's a utility starter, struggled with the bat this year, a little bit below the Mendoza line. 9 RBIs as he swings and fouls that one back to the screen, 1-1. Fullerton wearing number 7 for the Chinooks. Next, if he can keep it going, it'd be the right fielder, Colby Ferris. Fullerton into the box. Fullerton stands at 5'10", 170 pounds. He's going to have to clean up spot as he thought about it there, but it's in the dirt. Held back, 2-1. Sam Thompson behind the plate today. He DH'd yesterday. Him and Kevin Nakamura kind of just split the time behind the plate. Thompson, a better defensive player. Nakamura, more offense.
I wouldn't be surprised seeing this become Thompson's full-time role moving more forward. Especially right now, he has the lowest average on the team of active players on the roster today.
Seahorse sits at 2-1, steps off the mound, now he's back. Fullerton looking for something to drive here. Moving that runner from third, bats. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, called strike. Delayed strike call, but he got it in there. Counts even, 2-2 here for Pete Fullerton.
Fullerton's definitely one of those more patient batters. Kind of likes to gauge a lot of pitches before he takes a swing. Got 2 walks in the last time they faced the Miners off of that patience.
Here's the 2-2 coming to Fullerton. Swing and a miss. Christian Seahorse ramps back on that fastball, throws it right by Pete Fullerton, and that'll end it here in the first. For the Chinooks, they get a leadoff double and a walk, but can't bring either around. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Miners up to bat for the first time. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field. Welcome back in here to Herman Brothers Field as Miners come to bat for the first time. Josh Morozek is going to lead it off for the Miners. Justin Estrada on the mound for the Chinooks. We actually saw him the first time we played the Chinooks back on Sunday. Estrada only went 3 innings, but he only did allow 1 run. On the year for Estrada, he has 4 innings pitched, 2 games, 1 started, 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, which was earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, no record of note.
All right, leadoff batter for the MSU Miners out of Kent State University, center field, number
I would
8,
like to call it very
Josh
balanced.
Morozek.
It doesn't have one specific attribute that stands out, like a strikeout or on-base percentage. Balances that ratio of walks to strikeouts fairly well and doesn't allow a lot of hits or runs to come across the plate.
Here's the first pitch from Estrada. Pitch is fouled away by Morozek. Yeah, Estrada's a smaller guy, just 5'8", 160. His fastball really doesn't go up like some of the guys you'll see in this league, but he can get it over. Morozek, the first to the plate for the Miners. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-1. Morozek, coming into this game, hitting a measly 222, 4 hits and 18 at-bats. He's got a couple of RBIs, 7 strikeouts as his pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. But those 2 RBIs came at a huge time, helped the Miners come back in their thrilling 6-run bottom of the 8th to come back from 6 runs down and beat the Acreage Bucks in extra innings. A 2-run single tied up the game 7-7. Morozek here 2-1 as he swings and grounds it over to the shortstop Mullins. He picks it up, throws the first wildly, and safe is Morozek. Mark Mullins threw that one way up in the air. Coming down with it was the first baseman Beck, but not in time, and a leadoff runner for the Miners via an error.
And what timing too made sure he had
MSU
to
Miners
jump
left
over
fielder
the
number
bag,
44.
grab that in order
Tyler
to even
Wilson.
make any time.
Now coming into the box, it's Tyler Wilson. Took the collar yesterday, was unable to get a hit. 0 for 3 as the first pitch to him is a taken strike 1. Yeah, Tyler Wilson is loved by manager Tyler LeBron for his speed and versatility. He can play anywhere, switch hitter. And here's trying to at least get Morozek over to second. Morozek is threat to steal over at first. Estrada sets, 0-1 pitch coming. Low, taken, ball 1. DC Rother on deck. He had that first inning home run yesterday. Plenty of power in that bat. Just 1 home run so far. He's got 3 doubles as well.
And like you said,
The runner goes here. Pitch is fouled away by Wilson.
like the skipper said, he's a big fan of the speed, but also that defensive prowess that he and Bermudez immediately brought to the team yesterday were well appreciated. Having people who are usually in those positions makes it a lot more comfortable for the team and creates a lot less errors.
The Miners have struggled with errors this year. Last night, a couple more. But having Bermudez and Wilson in the lineup certainly helps defensively. Here's the pitch, and it missed low in the dirt, 2-2. Joe Keel behind the plate. Blocks that bigger body. Is Keel behind there. He can really snag it, 5'11", 210. Another UAV guy. That UAV guy's littered all over this roster. 2-2 to Wilson. Estrada sets, here it comes. Swing and miss. Caught him with the breaking ball. Wilson way out in front. That's out number 1, and now it's going to bring up Casey Rother. Rother on the year hitting
now up by the Miners, right fielder number 48, Casey Rother.
An RBI. He's walked once, got hit by a pitch, struck out twice. On those hits as well, he's got 6 hits, been on base 8 times total. He scored 6 runs, so every time he gets on, he's seemingly coming around. There's a check by Estrada over to first. Morozek back in safely. Miners looking to keep the pressure on here. If you're Estrada, you can't leave a cookie down the plate to either of these next 2 hitters, as Sorelli and Rother both have tons of power. Here's the pitch. Morozek goes, throw down to second base, not in time. Actually wasn't caught by Mullins straight away. He tipped off his glove, it looked like. I don't know if they would have had Morozek either way. Anyway you slice it, Morozek will get the stolen base. Morozek can really fly down there. It's his 3rd steal of the year, hasn't been caught yet.
And right now, Sorelli and Rother together have more extra base hits than the entire team that they are playing. When they say that these two are power hitters, we mean it in every essence of the word.
8 extra base hits combined for these guys. And Rother now with the runner on scoring position. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Looked outside. Rother thought about it, held back 2-0. This is a perfect count right now for Casey Rother.
The worse they count for the pitcher, the better pitch you're going to get as a hitter, and giving something right down the heart of the plate to Casey Rother is almost a death sentence at this point.
Rother slightly open stance with the bat back. Here's the 2-0, and he missed low and away, 3-0. At this stretch for Estrada, you got to think a walk wouldn't be terrible here. Rother 3-0 might have the green light.
In a way, it's just like an intentional walk with more effort.
Morozek with a solid lead off second. Here's the pitch and a miss low. There's a 4-pitch walk for Casey Rother and the Miners with pressure here. 2 on, 1 out, and their best bat.
Yeah, now for the Miners.
Nick Sorelli coming to
First
the plate.
baseman number 37, Nick Sorelli.
357 batter. He's got 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. And he only hit 1 home run during the college year at St. John's. Certainly showing the power here. He really should have 3 as well, as that third one went all the way to the fence and missed going out of Chugiak's field by about 2 feet. Estrada at the set here against Sorelli. Here's the first pitch. Low and away, hit the black, 0-1.
Estrada is really worrying about Morozek at second. He keeps checking back and forth like he's an owl, checking behind his head.
Tyler LeBron loves both Morozek and Wilson's speed. Both of them in the outfield today. If they can get on bases during their at-bats, they're in trouble. As stepping off there is Estrada. Do it again. 0-1 on Nick Sorelli.
Out of the question for a Chugiak pitcher to pick up a balk as well, as that's what happened last time these two teams faced. The more worrisome he becomes about forgetting his stance and his setup, the more that chance rises.
Here's the 0-1 from Estrada. Called strike at the knees, 0-2. Estrada way ahead now on Nick Sorelli. Kevin Nakamura would be next. Sorelli trying to avoid his 5th strikeout of the year.
Estrada only gathered 3 strikeouts in the 3 innings he pitched last time we played them.
Here's the pitch, 0-2 in the dirt, and Sorelli goes down swinging, chased a breaking ball. Now 2 away for Kevin Nakamura. Nakamura's average has slightly dropped since his
That's 2 minus DH. That plays number 4, Kevin Nakamura.
1 home run, 6 RBIs. Struck out 5 times and walked once. Now with 2 away here, he'll look to plate Morozek. Yeah, any really single to the outfield's going to score Morozek. He's got such great speed over at second base.
Had the game-winning run in their first one of the season as well.
Nakamura watches a breaking ball for strike 1. Nakamura, smaller guy, 5'9", 180, but can really pack a punch at the plate. He's back in here. Estrada at the set, the 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Couple of takes there from Nakamura. And now he's way down, 0-2.
Got to get defensive and choke up a little bit on this next one, just to cover a bit more zone.
Estrada at the set. Here it comes. In the dirt, skips away from the catcher Keel, and both runners are going to move up 90 feet. So not what Estrada wanted there. On 0-2, probably wanted to throw something out of the zone to see if he would chase, but now with runners on second and third, the single is certainly going to plate Morozek and probably Rother as well. Second and third now for Nakamura. 1-2 count. We're in the first of a 7-inning Game 1 doubleheader. More runs you score early, the more pressure it's going to put on the opposition. Estrada at the set. Here's the 1-2. Missed outside. Nice block by Keel on that breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Jared Sweeney would be next.
He'll learn a thing or two after that first wild pitch, managing to cover a bit more zone to his right now.
Estrada peering in from the side. 5'8" righty. The 2-2. Swung on, hit into right field, sinking. That's going to drop. Ferris up with it. They're going to hold Rother at third, and there's an RBI single on a 2-2 pitch for Kevin Nakamura. Good piece of hitting there, choking up on the bat, going the opposite way. Kevin Nakamura with his 7th RBI of the year, and the
Third
Miners are on
baseman
the board
number
first, 1-0
28,
here in
Gerard
the first.
Sweeney at the plate.
Bring up Jared Sweeney. Sweeney has struggled in the hit department, just 2 for 15, but he has walked 4 times.
It's a good thing third base coach Casey Sherman was also there. Rother had his head down. He was ready to head for home himself, but just manages to pull him back and keep this inning going just a little bit longer.
That was definitely a good move. Hit to shallow right. Ferris probably would have thrown him out. Here's the first pitch from Estrada. It's at the knees, strike 1. 0-1 on Jared Sweeney. Miners looking for more here with first and third and 2 away. Sweeney batting left-handed, the switch hitter. Here's the pitch. Outside, just missed. 1-1. Sweeney hit here. Could really put some pressure on the Chinooks. Chinooks manager is John Groff. You got to think maybe if Sweeney can not get a run here, that bullpen could get cranking a little bit as he steps off. Estrada does here. We'll redo it. 1-1 count, 2 away here in the first.
Well, he does have a lot of confidence in Estrada, but like we said, 3 innings against us. That means he's only added 1 other inning since that game. So he could have his own struggles in a single inning.
Estrada misses away there. Another interesting note on this team for the Chinooks is they have Ty Beck, who actually just finished his junior year of high school over at first base from Lebanon, Ohio, Cincinnati area. First time we've seen him. Here's the pitch, and it missed low and in. Actually, it looked like it clipped Sweeney. It's going to be a hit-by pitch for Jared Sweeney, who jogs down to first base, and now the bases are loaded for Sam Thompson. So Estrada really getting into a sticky situation now. The Miners have a chance to really break it open if they want to here in the first.
Like we said before, Thompson's struggling a bit as well. Not nearly
Hold
as
on for
bad
the
as some
Matthew
others,
Miners.
but only a
Catcher number 18,
.077 so far
Sam
with
Thompson.
1 hit on the season. But hitting is contagious. It's been said plenty of times before as they're having an infield meeting. If you have confidence around your teammates and you see them getting hits as well, it's a lot easier to see that ball.
Thompson, his 1 hit though was a big one. It tied the game in the season opener versus the Anchorage Bucks in a game that the Miners did go on to lose in extra innings. It was a 2-run double down the line. Thompson does have 3 walks though.
And with no bases empty, a walk would go a long way, especially with a pitcher that seems to be losing a bit of his control.
Nowhere to put him here. Thompson with a keen eye at the plate. Estrada's throwing a boatload of pitches here in the first, and not what you would have wanted if you're John Groff. So, we're back to it. Thompson to the plate. Looking to find a hole. Rother at third. Nakamura at second. Sweeney at first. Here's the first pitch. It's a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Thompson quickly behind in the count. We'll look to battle back. Right-hander against right-hander. Estrada sets out of the stretch. Here it comes. And it missed up and in. 1-1 here on the 7-hitter for the Miners, Sam Thompson.
It seemed like Thompson had to adjust his entire batting grip there just to get his arms over his head and avoid that pitch coming in.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Alaska Airlines, for being the official sponsor of Matsu Miners Travel. Here comes the 1-1 from Estrada. Swung on, hit down to third. Fullerton up with it. He'll tag the bag, and that'll end the inning. So the Miners get a run. They load them up, but they can't bring any additional runs around. We'll head to the top of the second. Miners lead 1-0. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field on YouTube. Miners lead 1-0 in the second. I'd like to give a shout out to our Day at the Park sponsor today. For today's game, it's Matsu Regional Medical Center. So, in here to start the top of the second, it's going to be the right fielder, Colby
I'll be back for
Ferris.
the Chinooks, number 25, their right fielder,
On the year,
Colby Ferris.
hitting 235, 4 for 17. No home runs, no RBIs, doesn't have a walk, struck out 6 times. Christian Seahorse back out again for his second inning of work. Seahorse at the set, working on the stretch as always. First pitch of the inning here to Ferris, check swing, 1 around, strike 1. Brought that breaking ball. There it is, Seahorse. Seahorse can get plenty of swings and misses on that if he uses it right.
And Ferris seems like the perfect kind of matchup for Seahorse. Somebody who doesn't take a lot of walks and likes to swing, as is apparent by those 6 strikeouts.
As he watches ball 1 there, yeah. Seahorse operates fastball, slider, changeup. That fastball will run anywhere from 89 to 93 miles an hour. Seahorse 1-1 here on Colby Ferris. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded up the third base line, foul. Sweeney not able to get over there. 1-2. Here in the second, due up is Ferris, McCormick, and Ty Beck. 5, 6, 7 in the order. For the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Seahorse at the set. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball popped up in the air, and that's going to get back out of play. Or maybe a changeup there. Still 1-2 on Colby Ferris. Ferris in the first inning, bottom of the first inning, came on hard on a sinking liner by Nakamura, was unable to get it, scored a run, but did relay it in time to keep Casey Rother in third. Comes the 1-2 from Seahorse, swung on off the end of the bat, a tapper back to the mound, and caught on a line by Seahorse on a low line drive, not hit very hard. 1 away here for the Miners in the second inning, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Patty McCormick.
And up next, second baseman, number 5, Patty
273
McCormick.
batter here in the ABL on the year. 11 at-bats. He's got 3 hits, scored 2 runs. Also stolen a base for the Chinooks. The Chinooks on the year only have 7 stolen bases, but at least 3 or 4 of them came against the Miners on Sunday. Seahorse now working on the stretch. Here's the pitch. Slider, strike 1. Seahorse, don't want to jinx anything, but right now looks to have a lot more command on his pitches than he did on Saturday against the Bucks.
You gotta feel confident anytime you can get any unassisted outs as well. Making sure you don't need to work any of your teammates any more than you already have.
The 0-1 is a beautiful slider on the outside edge, 0-2. And Seahorse has a nice little speed difference between that fastball, slider, and changeup. That fastball coming 89 to 93. That slider will come in high 70s, low 80s. Seahorse, here's the 0-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. Christian Seahorse absolutely dicing up the 6-hitter, Patty McCormick, 2 away. Now it's going to be tied back, the first baseman coming to the plate.
I don't think McCormick had any idea
Next,
where that slider was
for the Chinooks,
on that last one.
first baseman, number 23,
Yeah,
Ty Beck.
he just looked off balance that entire at-bat. A nice, really 3-pitch sequence there from Christian Seahorse to put him away. Seahorse's second strikeout on the day as the left-handed hitting Ty Beck to the plate. First pitch to him is a slider outside corner to the left-handed hitting Beck, strike 1. Beck, obviously, as we said earlier, he played his junior year of high school baseball last year. Hit 283, 339 on base, 396 slugging, had a home run for Lebanon High School. As there's a fastball, swing and a miss, 0-2. Seahorse looking really good here in the second inning.
Even the younger eyes of Beck can't seem to see anything Seahorse is putting out right now. He is just feeling it.
Seahorse now has him behind, 0-2 in the count. At the stretch. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on it, just fouled off. Fisted him on the inside part of the bat. 0-2.
Seahorse really working on evening out that walk to strikeout ratio right now with the way he's performing.
Seahorse back at it. 0-2 again. On the way. Fastball, swing and a miss. Went upstairs with a fastball. Ty Beck goes down swinging. How about that second inning for Christian Seahorse? Couple of strikeouts. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Miners lead 1-0. We'll be back here on YouTube from Herman Brothers Field.
Second
Back here
baseman,
in the
Kyle
top of the
Landers.
second, or the bottom of the
Late
second
for the
inning,
Matthew
two Herman
Miners.
Brothers Field as 8-9-1 due up in the order. For the Miners, Kyle Landers, then David Bermudez, and then the top of the order, Josh Mrozek. Kyle Landers back in the lineup today. Didn't play at all yesterday. He struggled a bit with the bat so far. 1 for 11. His first pitch swung on and fouled. 0-1. Landers, 1 hit, 11 at bats. He's also struck out 5 times. That's 1 walk. Here's the pitch, fastball, strike 2. Justin Estrada getting way ahead of Landers. And Estrada's got ahead of a lot of hitters. He's just struggled to put them away.
That's what happens when you have such a high-powered offense like the Miners. Those first 2 losses might be a bit deceiving because they put up a hefty amount of runs in those first 2 games to not walk away with a single win.
Missing there was Estrada 1-2. The Miners are very close to going 0-3. Thankfully, they pulled that one out against the Bucks as this pitch went about 55 feet and skipped to the catcher 2-2. As they're now on a 2-game winning streak, looking for their 3rd in a row today and their 4th in a row in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Then they play tomorrow for the first time against the Glacier Pilots. Here's the pitch to Landers as he goes swinging on a breaking ball. Number 1 for the Miners here in the second.
I don't think he had a solid read on that one. Definitely looked like he was fishing a bit low and outside the zone.
Tomorrow's
Our
game
shortstop
will be at
number 3,
7
David
p.m. at
Bermudez
Anchorage.
at the plate.
They're with the call from Mulcahy Stadium against the Glacier Pilots. First time we'll see them this year, and then we have an off day on Sunday. David Bermudez coming to the plate looking for his first Miners hit. Took the collar yesterday 0 for 3. Here's the first pitch. It's a fastball and it missed 1-0. Bermudez had a really solid year with the bat at Rider University. Helped them make the NCAA regionals. Here's the pitch and it missed again 2-0. Bermudez trying to turn things over to Josh Mrozek, who reached on an error in the first.
And that error really just started that whole last inning. Without that, they could have ended it on the second strikeout.
As here's a pitch hammered down the left field line. Is it fair? No, it is not. It is a foul ball. Bermudez hit that a ton down the left field line. Just too far foul, a little out in front of it. 2-1 here on David Bermudez.
It's always going to be a bit harder to focus back up when you just ripped a shot foul that deep. But Bermudez at least is knowing he's feeling the timing fairly well.
He check swings there and went around on an inside pitch, 2-2. Didn't want to swing at that as he was going to be ball 3. But Bermudez now back in, 2-2. Estrada from the line. Here's the 2-2. Swung on off the end of the bat, but fouled away. Pitched a little bit off the plate. Good protect there by Bermudez. It's 2-2. Chinooks defensive alignment pretty much for every batter is straight up. They really don't do much shifting or shading anyway.
called some old school baseball right there.
Bermuda's back in, breaking ball, looked like a curve, strike 3 as that broke over the middle of the plate. Bermuda is down swinging, second batter down swinging for Estrada this inning, 4th in the game.
Back at the top of the lineup for the Metro Miners, center
All
fielder number 8,
swinging.
Josh
They seem to really
Mrozek.
be on top of him, and I think maybe seeing that first inning go with all that hitting, everyone feels a bit more confident to take some hacks at the shots.
And he doesn't throw the hardest, but he has some nice breaking balls. That pitch is low in the dirt, ball 1 to Josh Mrozek. Those breaking balls and a slower fastball gives a little bit of speed difference. Makes it harder to hit. So 1-0 to Mrozek. Swung on, hit down the right field line, but that's going to go back over the line. Foul ball, 1-1. Mrozek got a good little swing on that as it rolls down into the Miners bullpen. Miners would love not to have any of those guys in the bullpen stand up today and have to warm up. They'd love a complete game from Steelhorse in just a 7-inning game. That pitch missed way outside to Josh Mrozek. 2-1.
Aside from that 4-pitch walk as well in the first inning, Estrada's looked really solid with back and forth. He doesn't seem to slump too hard with a lot of balls. And as I say that, that's called the announcer's jinx everywhere.
Yeah. 3-1 as he missed outside and away, or away and up and breaking ball. 3-1 here in Josh Mrozek. Good hitter count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back over the screen. 3-2. Came with a fastball. Mrozek, nice little cut on it. It was foul. A full count here with 2 away in the second to Josh Mrozek. He could reach. Tyler Wilson would be next. Here comes Estrada for the line. The pitch, and it's fouled back again. Pretty much same spot. They made 3-2 here on Josh Mrozek.
At least you know he's staying consistent.
Yeah, I mean, Estrada's had to throw a lot of pitches this Miners lineup. Didn't do them early. Only threw 3 innings last time, despite only 1 run given up. As there's a pitch low for ball 4. It's a nice at bat there by Josh Mrozek. They worked at 7 pitches for a walk. So Mrozek on base for the second
And
time
now,
today. Not
at
to
the
forget
plate,
Tyler Wilson.
For the Metro Miners, left fielder number
In the
44, Tyler Wilson.
Mrozek's just finding any way but a hit to get on base right now.
Wilson, a switch hitter batting from the left side. Still no shading for the Chinooks. They play you straight up as there's a check over to first at Mrozek. Mrozek swiped second in the first inning, so clearly a threat to run. And the throw down to second by Joe Keel in the first inning was a good one as Mrozek takes off here, taking ball 1, throw down to second base is not in time. Josh Mrozek, lightning quick, second steal of the game, and he's in scoring position now with 2 away. Yeah, Mrozek did not waste any time there, taking off for second. He waited a couple pitches the first time around on first base. That one taking off first pitch for second base. That pitch was actually called a strike. It was not a ball. Mrozek out on second now, 2 away. Wilson back in. Here's the pitch, and it missed low and in. Nice block by the catcher Keel, 1-1. For the Miners, I would expect them to try to run early and often on Joe Keel. He doesn't have pointy arm that Magno has behind the plate.
That's demonstrated by Mrozek alone, like you said. 2 times on base, 2 stolen bases as well.
1-1 here on Wilson. Here's the pitch from Estrada. Strike, fastball, hit the black on the outside corner. 1-2 here on Tyler Wilson. Grand Canyon University product. A little bit late showing up for the Miners season as Grand Canyon did the NCAA Regionals. Wilson, no small part of that in a freshman year. Here's a pitch, low and in the dirt on the outside edge. 2-2 on Tyler Wilson. Trying to find a hole in the defense here and plate Mrozek. Hit .320 as a freshman at Grand Canyon this year. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit pretty shallow. Now backing up into deeper center field is Will Batts. He'll make the catch. A stung line drive by Tyler Wilson, but right at Will Batts. Miners did a 2-out walk, gave a stolen base, but can't bring him around. We will head to the top
Hey folks,
of the
big
third.
thanks to Alaska USA Federal Credit Union, the sponsor of the 2021 Metro Miners Summer Clinic. We appreciate
Welcome back in here to Herman Brothers Field as we start the third inning. Here is a message from the Alaska Railroad and Operation.
Back at the top of the lineup now for the
Alaska Railroad
River
would like to remind our
Chinooks.
neighbors, wherever you see railroad tracks,
20
always
center
check
fielder
the train.
Will
Stay
Batts.
safe around trains and tracks. Look, listen, and live. As we start the third inning, it's going to be Cal Campbell, Justin Nevels, and top of the order, Will Batts to the plate. Cal Campbell, the DH for the Chinooks. Campbell, first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Oh, Campbell. And we have 3 at-bats his freshman year this spring at Stephen F. Austin as that pitch missed blown away in the dirt. 2-0 on Cal Campbell.
It's a bit deceiving looking at his numbers for the team right now with the Chinooks. It says batting average sits at an even 3.33, but when you look deeper into it, only 3 at-bats to go with that. 1 hit is pretty solid for that, with 1 strikeout as well.
There's a couple of walks there. Gets on base, he fouls away that 2-0 pitch, 2-1. Christian Seelhorst looking for a nice third inning of work again. He was pretty much untouchable in the second. Seelhorst got what he wants. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Slider, strike 2. I mean, he is just spinning that slider right now. The right-hander at the plate, Cal Campbell, moving that from the right-handed batter's box over to the inside corner for a strike. Pitch is unhittable when you can locate it right.
I don't think anybody's even swung at it. Each one of them thought it was going to be a ball.
Seelhorst back. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Like maybe a changeup there off the outside edge. 4 strikeouts now for Christian Seelhorst as he's looked dominant so far.
Definitely the kind of showcase he
for
would
the
want to put
Chinooks.
on after his first game.
Shortstop number 21,
Didn't get the
John
chance to
Mark
go
Morris.
nearly as far as he wanted to, but today he's looked absolutely solid.
Justin Nevels to the plate. Yeah, Seelhorst says as good of stuff as anyone on this staff. Seelhorst at the set. Here's the first pitch to Nevels. It's in the dirt, ball 1. Justin
Correction,
Nevels.
left fielder number 9, Justin
Playing
Nevels.
left
at
field
the plate.
today, he is a native of Doane University. He's primarily as a pinch hitter for Doane this spring. He's a Chutiac native. There's a fastball at missed 2-0. Seelhorst falling behind. Will Batts, who led off the game with a ringing double on a hop off the right field fence in the on-deck circle.
And not out of the question that Seelhorst can continue to be an everyday starter for this squad.
This is low there.
At his best this last year with Slippery Rock, he had a game against Mercyhurst where he went 6 innings, no runs, only 3 hits, and 5 strikeouts. He's looking like he's having an even better day so far today.
Seelhorst falling behind and now 3-0. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball for a strike, 3-1. Seelhorst has walked 1 batter in this game. I was back in the first against John Mark Mullins. Seelhorst now 3-1 here on Justin Nevels. The pitch, fastball, strike 2. Doing a good job battling back with fastball. Now it's 3-2 on the 9-hitting Nevels.
And that's the issue when you get the hit 3-0. A lot of batters like to just take whatever comes next. That gives them the opportunity to just blow something past you in the middle of the zone.
Nevels back in, slider, strike 3, swinging. Christian Seelhorst is absolutely dominating right now. That's 4 straight strikeouts for him. Send it back to the top of the order. Will Batts, who's been the only one to
And
get
up
the
next,
bat on the ball
designated
into
hitter
the
number
field
10, Carl
so
Campbell.
far, is into the box now. Just 1 hit for the Chinooks. Will Batts trying not to become Christian Seelhorst's 5th straight strikeout. Seelhorst at the set. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just missed, ball 1. Seelhorst is looking as good as you'll see him right now. His stuff is legit. Low 90s fastball with a sharp breaking slider and a changeup to throw hitters off. Here's a fastball hit pretty well in the center field. Coming on is Morozic moving over Welcome back in here as we had a bit of a technical issue. Sorry for that. As Casey Rother
And now up by the Miners, first baseman number 37, Nick Sorelli.
Center field. So one aboard now with nobody out for the Miners. Hopefully that issue does not pop up again. Always like to see a nice Casey Rother hit. He's aboard again today. Here's the pitch. It's up. Fastball missed. 1-0. Rother's second time on base. He walked in the first, got all the way to third.
Does that put Rother on a 3-game hitting streak now?
I believe so. Sorelli into the plate. Fastball, swing and a miss. Try to put it low inside. Sorelli went swinging 1-0, or 1-1. I'd like to remind you that there's going to be about a 40-minute break in between the two games today. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up in the foul ground. Moving over there is Fullerton, but it's going to get back out of play. 1-2 on Nick Sorelli.
Sorelli's another one of those batters. He might not show up every single at-bat. He might not get a strike because he likes to swing at almost everything in front of him. But when he makes contact, it's always solid.
There's a fly out into left field by Nick Sorelli. So one away now for the Miners. Check over there on Rother at first. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball, strike. So Nakamura, 1 count. Trying to find a hole in that defense. 1 on, 1 out. Check over to Rother, throws in the dirt. Was blocked over there by the first baseman, Beck. There's a fastball over the plate. 0-2 on Kevin Nakamura. Nakamura way behind in the count, but this is where he was in the first when he got that RBI single. Battle back from down 0-2. Got it 2-2 and then hit a nice soft RBI single. As here's a little blooper into right field, right center field. That's going to drop in front of Max. Rother moving up to second. Station to station for the Miners. 2 on, 1 out. Kevin Nakamura. Good 2-strike hitting.
It's almost like he's spoken into existence there. Down 0-2, Kevin Nakamura only becomes a better batter.
At the plate down, number
He's
28,
doing a great
Gerard
job
Sweeney.
tonight protecting. And we're going to have Jared Sweeney, who's got a real chance here. He was hit by a pitch in the first. As now it looks like the Chinooks bullpen is going to get active. Got a guy down there throwing. First pitch to Sweeney is a strike at the knees, 0-1. It's like a right-hander holding the ball down there in the Chinooks bullpen. This is not what they wanted. They wanted Justin Estrada to go deeper. The Miners looking to get him out even quicker. Left-handed batter, Sweeney.
If you're Estrada right now, the best thing you can do is get your team out of this inning at least. But right now, the Miners really seem to be threatening only 1 out in this inning.
That's the way they were with fastball. It's 1-1 here on Jared Sweeney. Official sponsor of the 2021 Matsu Miners Summer Clinic is Alaska USA Federal Credit Union. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball missed away, 2-1. Estrada is really struggling to command its spots here. He'll go one batter, he'll get him down 0-2, and then the next, he's falling way behind. As he is here, 2-1. Or 2-0 rather, to Jared Sweeney. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit into center field. Bats moving over towards the left center field gap. And it's going to be the left fielder Neville's actually camping under it. Out number 2. So fly out there for Jarrett Sweeney. Sounded better off the bat than it actually did in the field.
And now up by the minors, the catcher number 18, Sam Thompson.
Thompson bounced to third, and the third baseman Fullerton just tagged the bag to end the inning with the bases loaded, threading the first. And there's a couple of runners on, looking for more runs. Thompson to the plate. First pitch from Estrada. Breaking ball, strike 1. Trying to work around some trouble. Sets here, checks the runner at second. 0-1 pitch, fastball, strike 2. Thompson way behind now, 0-2. Thompson back in, here's the 0-2. Breaking ball missed, it skips away from the catcher Keel, and everybody's moving up. Going down is probably a wild pitch for Justin Estrada. Joe Keel unable to get to it quickly enough, and now it's second and third with a 1-2 count to Sam Thompson. Estrada trying to pitch around big time damage here in the third. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded off the foot of Estrada, fielded by Mullins. He's going to go to first and in time. Oh, what a break for the Chinooks there. That ball misses Estrada's foot. 2 runs are scoring. Instead, John Mark Mullins catches the ricochet and fires the first, and that'll end it here in the third.
Hey, the official sponsor of the Matsu Miners
Gonna hit,
Internet broadcast,
bring him around. We will
Napa Auto Parts of Alaska, Jim Ruda owner.
Here.
Also,
We'll be back here
Miners
for more
jersey
action from
giveaway.
Herman Brothers Field.
Go to your
Welcome back into Herman Brothers Field as we start the top of the fourth. Chinooks really haven't been able to touch the minor starter Christian Sealhorse since the first inning. No runs allowed for Sealhorse. Struck out 5 on the day. Sealhorse back to work here as fourth inning of work as he faces John Mark Mullins, who watches ball 1. Chinooks have been really fortunate to only be down 1-0. Miners threatened a ton in the first, and then just to end the third, that ball hit by Sam Thompson. If it misses Estrada, it's a 2-run single. Instead, John Mark Mullins catches the ricochet and keeps it just a 1-0 game as there's ball 2 to John Mark Mullins.
And also lucky with Keel being able to corral that ball as fast as he could. We all know with how deep this backstop here is at Herman Brothers Field that a wild pitch could turn into 2 easy bases real fast.
Missing there was Seelhorst. It's 3 balls and no strikes on John Mark Mullins. All 5 of Seelhorst's strikeouts have been swinging. Here's the 3-0. Fastball, strike 1. Gets it over. 2-3-4. The men due up to the Chinooks. Mullins, Joe Keel, Pete Fullerton.
I feel like we've seen this movie with Seelhorst before. His first 2 strikeouts in the last inning went to 5 pitches and 6 pitches. This time, just going to take a man to the other plate.
5-pitch walk there for Seelhorst. Over at first, the board is John Mark Mullins to begin the 4th. Joe Keel to the plate, grounded out, or grounded to a double play rather, in the 4th. Kyle Landers tagged the runner at first, who was John Mark Mullins, and then threw it to first to complete the double play.
Joe Keel at the plate.
Keel's one of the more consistent batters as well. 5 hits on the season on only 17 at-bats with 1 walk included as well, and only struck out twice.
Seelhorst would love another double play here. It's a fastball, strike 1, gets ahead.
I'm sure he'll take a strike too.
Yeah, Seelhorst. Maybe another strikeout here or a ground ball. Miners' defense on the infield, especially up the middle, was pretty strong with Landers and Bermudez. Seelhorst, the 0-1, fastball, strike 2. 2 straight takes from Joe Keel, the 3-hitter for the Jubiac Chinooks. 0-2 now on Joseph Keel.
We already know he's not about to take this one looking. I expect some kind of swing, more likely going to be a defensive one on his end, unless it's farther over the plate.
And Seelhorst checks over at first, back in safely is Mullins. Nothing game. Runner on first, nobody out here in the 4th. Seelhorst sets. 0-2 pitch rather. Fastball missed just up and away. 1-2. Miners playing for the double play up the middle. Landers especially shaded towards second. Outfield's fairly in on Joe Keel. Here's the pitch, fastball, or breaking ball rather, swung on a miss, strike 3. Mullins going for second, and he's just in there. A heck of a throw by Sam Thompson. The ball skipped away from him, got to it quickly, and threw a frozen rope to second, just not in time to
The
get
baseman,
Mullins.
Pete Fullerton at the plate.
You were talking about a defensive swing. If there was ever a defensive swing, that was the one. That was a slider that started in and stayed in, and Joe Keel still swinging wildly at it.
Keel had seen what happened with it other times. The people had just stood there and watched the slider. He probably recognized it by the grip coming out of Seelhorst's hand, but that one just released a bit too late on Seelhorst's end. Still managed to get him there.
Seelhorst misses there with the ball 1-0 to Pete Fullerton. Fullerton in the 1st struck out swinging to end the inning. That play by Keel where the swing and a miss and the advance by Mullins will essentially be a sacrifice since Seelhorst misses with ball 2. We know on Pete Fullerton. Looking to drive in Mullins and tie this game up here in the 4th. Two-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He ran back with that fastball up and inner part of the zone, swinging right through it as Fullerton, 2-1.
That was a hefty swing too. It wasn't just going to be a bit of a chip shot. He was trying to get every bit of that ball.
Seelhorst back from the stretch. Checks the runner. Here's the 2-1. Fastball just a tad inside. 3-1.
We said earlier, real tight zone today. Maybe a bit of a grace period on the outside of the other batter box. But anything inside seems like it's going to be really called tight. It's going to be pretty religiously held to the actual black.
Last night, that was definitely a strike. 3-1 pitch. On the way. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball. Fullerton swinging right through it, and he's got him at a full count now, 3-2. Colby Ferris would be next. Seahorse has got what he wants. Sets. 3-2 pitch. Just missed the fastball. There is a full count walk to Peyton Fullerton. 2 on, 1 out now for the Chinooks. They got a little bit something cooking. Colby Ferris, man to the plate.
Right fielder number 25, Colby Ferris.
Ferris hit a soft liner back to the pitcher Seahorse, which he gloved in the second.
That was a nice glove too. It was right low to the ground. He just managed to have the reaction time to get down there. You would love something like that to get any non-advance.
Seahorse at the set. First pitch. Fastball just a bit up. No, on Colby Ferris. Here's the activity is actually shut down in the Chinooks bullpen, so maybe they're planning on letting Justin Estrada go out there for his 4th inning of work. 1-0 now. And Seahorse throws ball 2, snap over to first, not in time, so he's falling behind the 5-hitter, Ferris, and Sam Thompson's going to go out and talk with Christian Seahorse. Seahorse tries to find some command here.
Thompson, nice work to at least make him think about his leadoff there at first. We saw the first game they played against the Bucks. He had picked off twice doing that. They have a bit more speed here with Jugiak, but still, with a cannon like that, it's always a possibility for a quick out.
Back in is Colby Ferris. Right on right matchup. At the set is Seahorse. Here it comes. In the dirt. Thompson loves it. It's 3-0 on Colby Ferris. If you were to lose him, next in the order for the Chinooks would be Patty McDermott, who struck out earlier.
And definitely not the direction that Seahorse seemed to be indicating leading into this inning.
Fastball there. That's a good get me over pitch. 3-1. Seahorse trying to battle back.
Anything but loading the bases with all walks.
If you get a fastball over here, maybe he gets a ground ball. 3-1 pitch. On the way. And missed away. Seahorse got to be frustrated with himself. Chinooks doing nothing to get any balls in play here in the 4th, but he's walked the bases.
Now second baseman number 5, Patty
Coming
McDermott.
back to life. 3 walks here in the 4th have loaded the bases. He's got 4 on the day. We're not out of the 4th inning yet.
And it seems like the only batter that actually tried to put a ball in play so far this inning was Joe Keel, and we already saw that ended with a big strikeout. When they are swinging, Seahorse is still in control, but right now they're just seeing everything go by, walking their way around the bases.
Eric Dwyer with the confidence at the mound. The home plate umpire walks out there to break it up. It's going to be broken up before. Back to baseball. Seahorse laboring out there as now looks like maybe a little bit of movement in the Miners bullpen. A couple guys walking around. Like maybe Daniel Nudd standing up for the Miners down there. Yeah, number 7. Moving around a little bit. He's yet to make an appearance on the year for the Miners, the Gonzaga product. So Seahorse now is Patty McDermott at the plate. Struck out his first time up, first pitch. In the dirt. Seahorse missed 1-0.
This plan, their game plan easily just has to be go up and let him see what he's going to throw you. If he gets ahead 2 strikes, maybe he can start swinging, but the way it's going right now, they have a chance to just walk one home.
Seahorse now misses with the fastball, and he's falling behind Patty McDermott 2-0. He is just struggling to get anything over the plate here in the 4th. First baseman Sorelli down on the grass, maybe expecting a bunt. Here's the 2-0. Fastball popped straight up in the air. Foul ground. Sweeney circling under it. He's got it. A massive out for Christian Seahorse there. Now 2 outs. So bring up the 7-hitter to the plate, Ty Beck, who struck out his first time. That is a massive out for Seahorse as he
First
went
baseman.
down 2-0 in the count. Finally got a fastball
23,
over.
Ty
McDermott looking
Beck
for it, but all he
at
could
the
do
plate.
was pop it up in the foul ground. After all the command issues from Seahorse here in the 4th, he has a shot at getting out of this unscathed. Here's the pitch. Just missed low. He really wanted that one. Thompson framing it for an extra second there. To no avail, 1-0 on Ty Beck. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. 1-1. Ty Beck. Back in. 1-1. On the way from Seahorse. Up and in with the fastball. It's 2-1 now. Standing in the on-deck circles, Cal Campbell. Chinooks loaded the bases with all walks. 2-1 as Seahorse steps off before the pitch. Mullins over at third. Fullerton at second. Ferris at first. Here's the 2-1. Fastball missed inside, and Seahorse is one pitch away from walking in a run off all walks.
If you're in this position, you don't really want to pull too much speed off your pitches to get more control, but you definitely need to make sure you're going to an area where you're not at least painting the corners. You need more comfort area.
Seahorse sets. 3-1 pitch. Fastball grounded right side. Landers up with it. Throw to first in time. Seahorse escapes that jam by the skin of his teeth. Gets a 2-0 pop out and a 3-1 ground out. Either way,
Hey,
the Miners
get out those
survive
red
the 4th.
tickets.
We'll head to the top
We're
of the
gonna
5th.
draw
Miners
3
lead
winners
1-0.
here.
We'll be back here we'll be back here
So
in
if
the
you
bottom
have
of the
ticket
4th
number
for Herman Brothers Field.
977, 8
Welcome back here as we start the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Landers to the plate as he fouls away the first pitch. It is 0-1 on Landers. The Landers, Bermudez, Morozek grew up for the Miners. Left-handed hitting Landers. Here's the first pitch, or the 0-1 pitch rather. It's fouled back away. 0-2. Miners have a lefty throwing in the bullpen. Could Nate Beimel be the guy?
That would be his third straight game making an appearance.
Certainly getting a lot of use as Landers just got a piece of that one to foul away. Count remains 0-2.
That's to be expected, being the only real lefty out of the bullpen. If you have a lot of matchups you feel comfortable with your lefty, you're going to turn to Nate Beimel, and there's not many other people you can turn to.
Yeah, I mean, he's been good, no doubt. Strada from the wide. 0-2, Landers just getting a piece of it again. Doing a good job hanging around, couple of foul balls. Do it again. Beimel on the year, 3 innings pitched. He's got an even 3 ERA. Here's the 0-2 again, and it is a called strike 3. Wow. From that established zone the umpires had today, Tyler LeBrun is letting the home plate umpire hear it. And he's giving him a warning now.
All right, here we go. Shortstop number 3, David
And
Bermudez.
now LeBron's going to come out.
At the plate.
He's going to have a conference with the home plate umpire. He wasn't happy with the strike 3, neither was Kyle Landers. That seemed low for the established zone he's had all day. Quick couple of comments. Back to the dugout goes LeBron. 1 out now for David Bermudez. Bermudez still hitless. First pitch to Bermudez is a ball, 1-0. Working quickly, Estrada now steps off, now he's back on. From the wide, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled to the screen, 1-1. Infield playing a bit back here on David Bermudez. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a fastball. Upstairs, maybe a bit inside. 2-1 on Bermudez. Bermudez trying to get on here as the top of the lineup gets to it next. 2-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. Foul ground, first baseman Beck ranging, but that's going to get out of play. Bouncing near the Miners' batting cages. Beimel still throwing down in that pen. We'll see how long Seahorse goes. But Beimel, who as we said has an even 3 ERA on the year, certainly be ready to pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's a breaking ball. Misses low and outside the dirt. 3-2 on David Bermudez as he tries to reach first base for the first time in a minor uniform.
That would be huge for them right now. As we saw in that last inning, 1 run is never a safe enough lead to have in any game.
3-2 pitch though, he's going to go down swinging on a breaking ball. Bermudez out on strikes for the second time today, and it's going to bring up Josh Morozek. Morozek certainly just trying to reach first base. He's already swiped 2 bases in this game. Strada really settled down
Center
here in the
fielder
fourth after
number
a
8,
rough
Josh
first and third
Morozek
innings.
at the
Only
plate now
allowed
for the
1 run.
Miners.
Josh Morozek to the dish. First pitch swung on and blooped into center field. Josh Morozek aboard for the 3rd time today. How about that? Reach on an error in the first, walk in the second. There's his first hit of the day. It's a bloop single to center, and he's on here with 2 away in the 4th.
He's only missing a hit by a pitch to really get on in any way possible.
Yeah. He's
now we
doing
got
his job,
Tyler
and you
Wilson,
gotta
number
expect
44,
he
the
could be on the
fielder
move right away.
at the plate.
Joseph Keel has failed to throw him out either time. Estrada's going to try to hold him on. Sets here, now he's going to check over to first, throws in the dirt, it skips away from the first baseman Beck, and it's going to roll all the way to line. Morozek around second, digging for third, he's going to get in there without a throw. Josh Morozek just poses such a big-time speed threat on the bases. So instead of just 1 base there, he's going to get 2 bases on the throwing here from the pitcher, Estrada. Tyler Wilson now is going to have a runner on third and 2 away. This is the third inning out of the 4 so far for the Miners where they've had runners in scoring position, looking to finally get a second run in. First pitch from Estrada misses, and Estrada cannot be happy with himself right now. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit pretty deep into left field. Going back is the left fielder, Nevels. He won't get it. But it's going to go foul by a little bit. Oh, man. Hard to tell.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah.
It looked like it was right along the line.
Very hard to tell from this vantage point. But Wilson just missed the double. And you can see why. Skipper LeBrun really likes Tyler Wilson. I mean, his second at bat, rather, hit that stinging liner to center field just right at him. They're just missing a double down the line. 1-1 here on Tyler Wilson. Morozic at third. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, strike 2.
That one seemed like it just got pulled out of thin air. That breaking ball stopped on a dime and then curved back into the zone.
More activity in the Chinooks bullpen. Here's the 1-2. Swung on by, back up the middle, base hit! Tyler Wilson's first hit in a Miner uniform is an RBI single. Well, bats up with it, he'll get it in a second. And Tyler Wilson, first hit, first RBI in a Miner uniform.
Right fielder Casey Rother at the plate.
Good piece of hitting there by Tyler Wilson.
Good at bat overall. A lot of people might get flustered when they see a ball get that close to the line, especially for one that could have been a double. But he just stayed in there and got the ball back, or got the lineup back to Casey Rother. Got a single and a walk already in this game. He's one of those that also seems like he just can't get out.
And now we are going to have a conference at the mound for the Chinooks. Out of their dugout is their pitching coach, Troy Hervey. But it looks like we're going to have a pitching change even with Hervey out there. We're going to have a pitching change, so we're going to go to a short break and we'll get back here with 2 outs and a runner on, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back here from Herman Brothers Field. Welcome back to Herman Brothers Field as ball 1 goes into Casey Rother. The pitching change for the Chinooks is going to bring on a Honus Heinrich. Heinrich from Biola University has an even 3 ERA in 3 innings on the year. We saw him on Sunday. Here's the pitch. And Rother fastball fouled off the mitt of the catcher Keel, 1-1.
Only 2 real appearances for Biola, though, in this last 2021 season. Didn't get a lot of history with them, but did have a stronger track record from 2018 to 2020. Got to be a tough introduction for him in this game, though, going off against arguably the Miners' best batter at the moment.
And so that ball is popped deep into foul ground. That's going to get out of play. Fans still streaming in here. I mean, this is a good turnout. Pretty much full stands now as doubleheader. Miners fans really want to come out and see their. Back in is Rother. Heinrich looking in for the sign. Got what he wants. 2-2 coming. Here it is. In the dirt. It is a nice block by Keel. Wilson will have to stay at second. Full count now to Casey Rother. 3-2, 2 away here in the fourth. Tyler Wilson stands out at second. He's got blazing speed. Rother looking to bring in another RBI. Here's the pitch. And it is a called strike 3. The inside edge. Rother ran halfway down the line to first. I think he really thought it was ball 4, but it will not be. That'll end it here in the fourth for the Miners. They do get a run, though. Tyler Wilson's first in the Miner uniform knocks in Josh Morozek, and we will head to the top of the
Ladies
fifth.
and gentlemen,
Miners lead 2-0.
is a triple play. Hitting
Welcome back in here to Herman Brothers Field as to start the fifth inning, left-handed pitcher Nate Beimel on in relief for Seahorse, and his first pitch to the next batter in the order for the Chinooks is a ball, 1-0. Will Batts to the plate now, switch hitter as he watches strike 1. Here it comes. Take it. 2-1. Do 100% better.
We got Cal Campbell at the plate now for the Chinooks. Nate Beimel on the
Cal Campbell is actually at the plate. 3-1 count to Campbell. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, 3-2.
Beimel's only allowed 1 earned run so far. Has another run on his ledger, but that one goes as unearned.
He gets a called strike 3 there.
Not even gonna swing at that one.
Bring in the fastball, Nate Beimel blowing him away.
Now up Justin Nevels.
Justin Nevels. Nate Beimel
For the
did such a
Chinooks.
nice job out of relief. And even that 1 run he gave up was not his fault. It was when that sun was really shaded on Ricky Nunez at center. His first pitch is the ball. 1-0.
Beimel also has 5 strikeouts in 3 innings to his name. He's efficient when he's in there. He usually knocks down 1 or 2 each inning, and already has in this one.
Here's a swing and a fly ball in the right center. Rother camping out under it. He'll make the grab in right center field. 2 away now for Nate Beimel. From that back to the top of the order. Will Batts coming up. Yeah, it appears
Right up for the
on
Chinooks.
our roster.
The center
up
fielder,
here,
number 10, Will
it
Batts.
appears that Will Batts and Cal Campbell may have just switched numbers. Batts is wearing number 10, which is Campbell's listed number. Campbell's wearing number 20, which is Batts' listed number. First pitch to Batts' ball as he squared a butt, 1-0. Miners up 2-0 here in the 5th. Just 7 inning game, so it's basically the top of the 7th right now. As that fastball misses up and in, 2-0. Looks like there's another pitcher stretching down in the bullpen. Here's the 2-0. Fastball, strike 1. Beimel getting that over, doing a good job. Get it there, and it's 2-1. It's the 2-1 fastball, hit into shallow center field. The center fielder Rosick coming on, he'll camp under it. He's got it. Nate Beimel comes out of the bullpen with a 1-2-3 fifth. He'll be in line for the win if the Miners can hold on. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Miners lead 2-0 as we'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field on YouTube.
Hannes Kendrick.
Welcome back
On the
here
mound
to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Herman
for the
Brothers
Chinooks.
Field, as we'd like to get you the official sponsor of 2021 Natsu Miners Baseball, Pacific Northwest Regional Council of Carpenters and the Carpenters Union Local 1281. As Nick Sorelli swings
at
and
the plate
misses
for the
first pitch,
Miners.
0-1. It'll be Sorelli, Nakamura, Sweeney here in the 5th. Sorelli struck out in the first. As he swings and misses there, he's down quickly 0-2. It flew out to left.
Riley's one of those hitters that he swings with everything he's got, and almost every time he moves the lumber. When he misses, he still brushes the wind past him.
As he watches a pitch in the dirt there, 1-2. Jonas Heinrich back out for his second inning of work. No throwing in the Chinooks bullpen. Here's the pitch from Heinrich. It's fouled back to the screen. 1-2. It'll stay here on Nick Sorelli. No throwing in Miners bullpen either, so Nate Beimel, even in his third outing in just 4 days, here's he'll go multiple innings tonight. This is in game 1. Heinrich at the set. 1-2 pitch misses way up and away with a breaking ball. 2-2.
I'm sure Beimel's happy to hear that himself. It seems like each time they put him out there so far, he's only gone an average of 1 inning pitch. But he's shown a lot of ability to get out of an inning fast. 1-2-3 in that last one.
As another foul ball here by Sorelli. Looked like he may have got the catcher. Joe Keel on it. Keel takes his mask off, walking around. Looks to be okay. 2-2s now. Still on Nick Sorelli. Minor starter for game 2 of this doubleheader, as of earlier, was Wyatt Tucker, the Texas A&M product. It'll be remains to be seen if he'll go out there. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, grounded right side, picked up by the first baseman. Back, he'll go to the bag himself. There's 1 out. Kevin Nakamura. Nakamura brought in one of just 2 runs.
Now up by the Miners, the designated hitter number 4, Kevin Nakamura.
It's 2 for 2 on the day, actually. 2 singles with that as well.
And again, 0-2 single to right center in the third on a good piece of hitting.
Been stirring it both times, though, when he's reached that second bag. He would really love to be able to walk across the plate himself, whether that come off of another homer or anybody behind him carrying the baton.
First pitch from Heinrich misses. 1. Heinrich setting the 1-0 from the stretch. Swinging a miss. 1-1. Nakamura trying to put it where they 2 for 2 day. It's going to help raise his average. Nakamura rests the bat on the shoulder. Pulls it slightly off. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Pops straight up in the air. Into shallow left field. Going out is Mullins. Coming in is the left fielder Nevels. He'll be the one making the catch. 2 away.
All communication there. They both were ready to get that out, but going with the momentum more, Nevels was able to pull that one in. Luckily, no collisions like we had
Third
saw
baseman
yesterday.
Gerard Sweeney at the plate now for the Matsu Miners.
Shivyak High School product. Now it's going to bring up Jared Sweeney. Sweeney on the day, hit by a pitch and flew out to left. There's the first pitch from Heinrich. Misses up and away. 1-0. This is basically in a 7-inning doubleheader. This is basically the bottom of the 7th right now, the bottom of the 5th. Just 2 more tries at the plate for Shivyak. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 1 on the outside edge. Shivjak's mustered a boatload of walks, but just 1 hit on the day. Miners, 2 runs, 6 hits. Here's the pitch from Heinrich. Missed outside, 2-1. There's Sweeney. On the air, he's now just 2 of 16, but he'd love to get into 1 here. Heinrich, the 2-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2-2 on Jared Sweeney.
Almost looks like this is an entirely different Shuvyak team from the one we had seen the first time around. Not a lot of bunting for sure, and definitely not as many bloopers from them. They still get on base plenty, but haven't managed to bring anybody home just yet.
Another action in the ABL today. It is the Bucks and the Oilers in Anchorage, as there's a fastball right by Jared Sweeney, gone down swinging. Is Sweeney for the first time tonight. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Nate Beimel looks to go out for his 2nd inning of work, and we'll be back here. 2-0 Miners
Doubleheader tonight.
on YouTube.
7-inning game. It should be about a 40-minute break between the
Kansas City, John Mark Mullins to lead off for the Chinooks. Mullins back into the box for the third time today. He's walked both times. He got the third. Back in that long fourth inning. Nate Bond back out for a second inning of work. First pitch fastball missed. 1-0.
John Mark Mullins.
They're really going to test and see how far Nate Bond can go. They're going to keep using him over and over again. Like, obviously won't see him in the second part of this doubleheader, but also interested to see if they're going to use him at all tomorrow.
Pitch just fouled over the screen. It's 1-1. I think Nate Bond will not throw tomorrow, but with how much he's thrown lately, you never know. 1-1 here on John Mark Mullins. Chinooks have not had a hit since the first batter of the game. Ringing double by Will Batts. There's a fastball, strike. 1-2 here on John Mark Mullins. Miners lead 2-0 here, top of the sixth. Final. Back into it. From the line. The 1-2. Up and in. Missed. 2-2. Counts even on Mullins. Chinooks came into this game 4-1. The Miners 2-2. With a win, the Miners will be over 500 for the first time this year. Here's a breaking ball. Popped up into right field. We're out there circling under. Plenty of time to get under it, and he'll make the catch. One away. There's not a lot of hard contact today for the Chinooks. And besides that first ball hit by Will Batts, and that ball was smoked off the right field fence on a hop. Just nothing really hard.
And so up next, the catcher number 55,
like you said
Joe
earlier,
Keel.
only one hit on the game so far. They're getting on base, but doing it pretty much the way they've been doing it the whole season. And you can't live off of walks.
Joe Keel swings and misses, or actually it looked like maybe a foul tip there into the net of Sam Thompson 0-1. Keel has really struggled today. Grounded into a double play in the first, struck out in the fourth. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Oh, where did that miss? Like 1-1. The scoreboard here at Herman Brothers is showing 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded back up the middle. Nice glove by Nate Beimel. Throwing the first in time, 2 away. Ball wasn't hit exactly the quickest, but it certainly wasn't slow, and Nate Beimel reaching down with that right glove to snag it and throw the first in time, 2 away.
Third baseman number 7,
That's two
Pete
pretty athletic
Fullerton.
reflexes from pitchers we've seen so far today.
Yeah, they've been around it, certainly. The cleanup hitter Pete Fullerton to the plate. Fullerton struck out swinging in the first. It was one of those walks in the fourth. As the first pitch misses, ball 1 to Fullerton. Lefty on lefty matchup. Center fielder Josh Morozic shaded a little bit towards left center, even against the lefty Fullerton. Here's the pitch on 1-0, and it got him. Hit him on the shoulder. Pete Fullerton takes it, draws down to first base. There's the first base runner surrendered by Nate Beimel, and there'll be a runner on here with 2 away for the 5-hitter Colby Ferris.
Right fielder number 25, Colby Ferris
Still
at
only
the
one
plate.
out away from ending another quick inning. Won't be another 1-2-3 after hitting Fullerton on that last one. But
Ferris on the day, lined out the Seahorse and walked. First pitch from Beimel misses up and away, ball 1. Beimel trying to get out of it cleanly. Here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 1, outside edge. Beimel carrying it over, 1-1. Beginning of this contest, Ferris hitting 245. So an extra base hit on the air. Checking the runner over at first, Fullerton. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, it's going to skip away from Thompson. And now Chugiak's going to have a runner on second with 2 away. Not ideal there. Sam Thompson, usually pretty good at blocking balls. That looked like a wild pitch from Beimel. Straight into the dirt. 2-1 now. Here on Colby Ferris. Beimel. Take a step off before this next pitch. He's trying to get the out here and prevent a run from scoring. Got 2 quick outs here in the 6th, and then hit Fullerton. And the wild pitch. Steps off again. Beimel really taking his time. wanting to make sure he delivers a good 2-1 pitch here.
Always important to collect yourself. You never want to be the one forcing something, especially in the pitch position. Could create a lot more problems for your team.
Fullerton with a good lead off second. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball up and missed. 3-1. Final. Set. From the stretch, the 3-1. Fastball just missed. Oh, man, that was close. It's going to go down as a 5-pitch walk there for Colby Ferris. And now all of a sudden, the tying run is at
Second
first.
baseman,
Go
number
ahead
5, Patty McCormick at the plate.
McCormick. And now some quick warming up down in the bullpen. It looks like Alex Majors, who picked up the win in 4 strong relief innings in the minors.
Hey folks, the seatbelt's the biggest assist your car can give you. Be a team player. Wear your seatbelt or ride alive. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office.
Going out swinging and flying out to the left fielder in his 2 at-bats so far.
Conference done at the mound between Thompson and the left-handed thrower Beimel. McCormick does not have much power into his game, but he's got plenty of speed. Something in the gap could potentially score Colby Ferris all the way from first and tie this baby up. So Beimel back to work now with 2 away. At the set. First pitch. Fastball, strike 1. That's a good go-ahead pitch there for Nate Beimel, going with his best pitch, which is that 4-seam fastball, going right ahead. Going to try to work quickly now as well. Back to the rubber. Beimel at the set. The 0-1. Fastball, strike 2. Going straight ahead with that fastball. Nate Beimel way ahead now. 0-2.
Now you're in the driver's seat. Don't be pitching around him or forcing anything. You could give him anything high or breaking ball low.
He's got a curveball, slider, and changeup as breaking balls to work with. Beimel, the 0-2. Swung on, tapped to short, coming on. Bermudez going to be a tough play. Throw to first, offline, safe. Oh, man. And the bases are loaded now for the Chinooks. That is just an unfortunate play for the Miners. Bermudez had to make a tough play navigating around the field judge, or the field umpire, out in the infield, scooped it up on the run, and his throw was a little bit offline, so that's going to go down as an error. And now the bases are loaded, as it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, Leo Harris, is going to come off the bench and pinch hit now for the Chinooks. Harris is going to pinch hit for Ty Beck. Leo Harris, the right-hander.
Leo Harris now at the plate.
From
For the
UAB.
Chinooks.
Into the box. Harris, 3 of 13 on the year. He's got a double and a couple of walks. Blazing speed as we saw on Sunday, and he's to the plate now.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him just square up for a bunt again as long as he can get people across.
First pitch fastball, Nate Beimel goes ahead 0-1. Yeah, Beimel got ahead with those fastballs to McCormick, but McCormick with a ton of speed just got it on the ground and was able to reach. Beimel trying to navigate around damage here in the 6th. At the set. The 0-1. In the dirt, good block. Sam Thompson keeps him there.
Another wild pitch here could be a real disaster here. They do have their insurance run, but would like to keep that cushion.
Harris at the plate, 1-1. Fullerton at third. At second, Ferris. At first, McCormick. Here's the 1-1. Called strike. Wow, that was a generous strike call on the outside edge. Harris kind of leaning his head back. 1-2 here on Leo Harris. Beimel a strike away from getting out of it here in the 6th. He would love a strikeout here of Leo Harris. Beimel taking a long look in, and now time called by the home plate umpire.
What do you think he's coming with on this next pitch?
I would guess breaking ball. Got curve, slider, changeup. Could see it. 1-2 here on Leo Harris. Final at the set. The 1-2. Called strike three! Didn't go with any of the off-speed pitches. Nate Feinberg rears back on the fastball and strikes out the pinch hitter, Leo Harris. We're through 5.5 here at Herman Brothers Field, and the Miners cling to a 2-0 lead. We'll be back here in the bottom of the sixth as the Miners come to the plate. We're back here in the top, or the
Catcher Sam Thompson now at the plate for the Miners.
Sam Thompson comes to the plate. 7-8-9. Thompson, Landers, Bermudez coming up for the Miners.
If you were in for yesterday's stream, this is looking like a pretty much identical situation. Miners up 2-0, only 3 outs away from ending the game. It's a bit of a shorter game today, but didn't go quite as fast as yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was less than 2 hours for a 9-inning game. Here's a pitch to Thompson, pops straight up in the air, shallow center. Mullins going out, and he'll camp under to make the grab 1 away. So now it's going to be Kyle Landers, the left-hander, to the plate.
Looking to avoid his own hat trick right now. Took one swing and one looking so far in the game. And the man right behind him in the on-deck circle also with 2 strikeouts to his name so far on the day. Bottom of the lineup really struggled so far.
Landers takes ball 1 there. Back in. Here's the 1-0. Call straight 1.
We got Kyle Landers at the plate now for the Miners.
He's done some nice work out.
After this inning, he'll have pitched just as long as Estrada, the starter.
As here's a pitch fouled back to the screen. 1-2.
Landers just hoping to get his second hit of the season still. The first one did come against Jugiak.
As he swings and pops that one up over to the third baseman, Pete Fullerton, under it, 2 away. David Bermudez coming to the plate now. Bermudez has had a tough day at the plate. Couple of strikeouts swinging. Looks to be Alex Majors coming on for the save in the 7th. Here's the first pitch to David Bermudez. It's up and in.
David Bermudez at the plate now for the Miners.
Yesterday's game ended 2-0. Could it be that way? Or 2-1 rather. 2-1 game yesterday. It was 2-0 all the way until the top of the 9th. As Bermudez shoots that one foul. 1-1. Could it end 2-1, or at least for the Miners' sake, hoping 2-0, Alex Majors was fantastic on Tuesday.
Didn't allow a single run to come across.
Fastball slider combo. He really goes at him. Here's the 1-1 breaking ball, and that was a slow breaking ball that came just over the plate. 1-2.
That's some Acevedo speed right there.
Hold the string on it. Here's the 1-2 to Bermudez. Swing and a miss. Was in the dirt. He'll take the run down to first, and Bermudez will be retired. His third strikeout today. But we'll head to the top of the 7th.
I'm going to repeat those numbers for you to make sure you got your prize. Winning tickets were 9777, 973, 977. Cal Campbell.
Welcome back here to the top of the 7th inning, as leading it off for the Chinooks will be the 8th hitter in the order, Cal Campbell. Alex Majors on for the save here in the 7th. The side-arming right-hander, first pitch, strike 1. Just a fastball and a slider for Majors, but as long as he can get those two over, those are two really quality pitches.
Seems to be all he really needs. Went strong 4 or 5 innings in that first win for the Miners, and right now he's ahead again.
0-2 now. He's got the swing and a miss from Campbell. He's way ahead. Watch out for that slider. Majors. The 0-2 pitch. Called! Strike 3. Alex Majors picking up right where he left off on Tuesday. And there's one away here in the 7th. It's going to bring up Justin Nevels to the plate. Nevels, right-handed batter, into the box.
Left fielder number 9, Justin Nevels at the plate.
First pitch is a called strike. I mean, Majors looks brilliant today. He looked great on Tuesday too, but he's come out firing. Nevels on the day, struck out and flew out to right. It's a fastball, just missed low. First ball for Majors, 1-1. Miners trying to get this game 1 victory.
Glad I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be the one to ruin the immaculate inning.
And there's a strike, looked like a slider, 1-2. Majors said in our pregame interview yesterday that he's got one of those rubber arms. He can go however long you need out of the pen. Here's the 1-2, swung on just on the hands, fouled back out of play. Just got a part of that.
Hopefully they only need him for about 1 more batter after this.
Nevels still behind in the count, 0-2. Major sets. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball, called, strike rate in. Fading corners, no argument from Justin Nevels. The Miners are an out away from going over 500 for the first time this year.
been quite the turnaround. This pitching has been at the forefront of it.
I mean, it's just been a complete flip after that momentum from their season-ending opening win when they came down back from 6 runs. They've got all the momentum in the world now. Step up, Will Batts. Here's the first pitch. Left-handed hitting Batts.
Will Batts at the plate for the Chinooks, center field.
Hits today for the Chinooks. Double off the right field fence in the first. Flew out the last 2 times. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Landers fields on the backhand. Gonna be a tough play, but it's in time. Kyle Landers ranging back.
Nice work up there on the mound, Alex
And that's
Andrews.
going to end game 1 here from Herman Brothers Field. Miners, 2-0 winners. For the Miners, it's 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. For the Chinooks, it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Picking up the win for the Miners in game 1 is Nate Feimel.
Miners with the W.
Scoreless innings.
Could take a 40-minute break or thereabouts.
Kubiak, Eagle River Chinooks, it will be just
Player's
as
gonna get something to eat.
Alex Majors picks up his first save in a Miners
We'll be back for the second half of the doubleheader
40 minutes for
here at
game
Herman
2
Brothers
as
Field.
Wyatt Tucker will get the ball for the Miners. So stay tuned for that as the Miners win today, win game 1 today, 2-0. And we'll be back in about 40 minutes, as I said, with game number 2.